If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Lexa of Alexa every day. And today must be Monday because we're doing a Lex Talk Fashion. And this week's aesthetic is London. And if you're wondering why I'm doing these cities or these random islands like Funchal, Madeira, aka Portugal, or Paris, France, or London, United Kingdom, then hi, we are going to all of those places. So stay tuned next week because get ready. We're going to have an incredible travel adventure. And I'm just getting you ready for all the adventure to come. But for now, we're getting started with our Lex Talk Fashion of London. Now, when I think of London, I think of, oh my God, this is going to sound crazy. I think of Spice Girls. Am I alone? I think of Spice Girls. I think of the Beatles. I think of, like the UK flag, like literally the UK flag as fashion. UK flag boots, UK flag dress. Of course, that's all Spice Girls, but I'm just saying, right? And then I also think of Maud, Twiggy. And then recently, I don't know, nothing really quite comes to mind, but I feel like their style now is like the streetwear is bold, neon, poppy, especially for summer. And yeah, and for some reason I just feel like a blue pinstripe, white stripes, right? Blue, light blue, white pinstripe collared shirt with the white, what are these? Sleeves, the white, what is this called? You know what I'm talking about. Cuffs, and which I did get, and the white collar. I do have it. You'll see, London. Woo, you'll see. Is so very, very London. I also feel like, I guess, Ralph Lauren, right? We have that sort of menswear aesthetic, but in the same vein, the women are also wearing that sort of menswear aesthetic. So it's not necessarily women. I mean, I think of the royalty too, right? The royals. And, they wear a lot of French sort of looks, use Chanel, right? Very proper, prim and proper, if you will, again, with the tweed and the twill and that sort of thing, right? And I just feel like London, aesthetically, if you're going for more of a upper crust, if you will, the higher, I'm sorry, right? The aesthetic is very equestrian, right? So you have the tight pants with the leather, and you have the over-the-knee boots. Again, like I said, very Ralph Lauren, even though Ralph Lauren is also very American. So I think that's very interesting because when I think of Ralph Lauren, it's very American, but in the same vein, I think of London. And yeah, just like very prim and proper is the visual I have when it comes to the London aesthetic. And then of course you have the Spice Girls, and that is like so London to me. And then you have each, like London to me is Ginger Spice and Posh. And then of course we have Baby and Scary. I guess Scary is more of the sporty. Oh no, that's sporty. Sporty? Scary. Oh, see, Scary to me is like the streetwear, the very cool streetwear. And then of course you do have Sporty Spice. She's very like, basketball shorts. I don't know if that's really a style or aesthetic. Gym wear, but not my sort of gym wear. More of like masculine gym wear. maybe a little bit of the LGBTQ. I have nothing against it. It's just not my aesthetic, you know? And then Baby Spice is, yeah, I guess it's gonna sound creepy, but like Lolita, it comes from a book, but the anime slash Japanese sort of adopted that like baby doll Lolita. And Lolita, if you don't know, it comes from a book called Lolita, where a man who was dating this woman had a 12-year-old daughter, and he fell madly in love with the daughter. Her name was Lolita. And he groomed her basically to fall in love with him. And it's just like, and how apt as you know who with the Lolita Express, which was the airplane that took these people, very powerful people, to this island with very young girls. God, that's so creepy and awful now that it's all like kind of coming together. Yeah, and the aesthetic of just the young girl aesthetic. Again, the Lolita. It's wild. I had something else to say, but now I'm like just consumed with that. This country is the stuff of horrors anymore. But yeah, Lolita. Baby Spice. With the pigtails and the blonde hair and the blue eyes and all of it. Good Lord. When you think about that time, how we were just all so conditioned, especially women, to just accept that, allow it. These old men wanting children. Now thinking about it, how horrific it is. But yeah. Anyway. So that movie, right? It's actually like very popular to reference it even in pop culture. There was even some songs. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, just, horrific, awful things. So yeah, why did I think that when it comes to London? Well, I guess actually, now that I think about that, wasn't there like a prince that also was a part of that Lolita Express scene? So interesting how fashion is a political statement, isn't it? I can see why a lot of women would gravitate towards a more masculine aesthetic for London. Now, the more I think about it, in terms of safety and the rejection of feminism, you know what I'm saying? The rejection of femininity, that's the word, just to protect yourself. There are a lot of powerful people. Mostly here. A lot of people here. A lot of the most powerful people here. Anyway. Fashion. I'll be in London and I try so hard, guys. I'm not even going to front with you. It is so challenging to not think about the horrific things happening in the world. And then I feel like I'm doing a disservice by not talking about it and only focusing on fashion and what seems like just surface level aesthetics. because I have a platform, but in the same vein, it's like some people just watch these videos to escape the horrific reality of children starving and the genocide and our president being on certain lists and the horrible things that happen to young children and the laws that are protecting the people that harmed them. And then women becoming property again. I feel like I talked about this a year ago. Anyway, yeah, it's hard to not talk about, and I'll tell you why it's difficult. Because as surface level as people think fashion is, it is actually a political statement. What you wear is your statement, is your presentation to the world. So it makes sense that fashion and the aesthetics and pop culture and society and the patriarchy and feminism, it all connects. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It just got really dark. And we are all about poppy and light and happy because the world is dark enough. So I will leave you with this. Wednesday, we will have a makeup look, this makeup look for London. And Friday, we will have a fashion haul, London fashion haul / lookbook of what I'm going to be choosing to bring with me for London for the trip. And we are just going to go on a travel adventure and escape this country and go to Europe and focus on the positivity of adventure and escaping the horrors of this country. So, yay. Anyway, thank you for spending time with me today. I'm sorry. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. But yeah, until next time. You take the